Well, I never knew that I could be living like a prisoner, like an outcast in a world like this. Alright guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Chinyere. You are on Chi Speaks. I am a Nigerian, a mom vlogger based here in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I came into this country on December 6, 2018. Yeah, so you see, I've been here for a long time. So meanwhile, the topic of today, things I wished I knew before coming into this country. Yeah, before coming into this country, I was actually briefed when I say briefed by my husband about things I was going to see, but not in detail. And the ones he briefed me about, I never knew it was that serious until I arrived into this country. Yeah. So one of them is their weather. The weather in this part of the world is absolutely not something to write home about, because when it is cold, like I said, we came in December time. If I was shivering all through, the cold was something else. It feels as cold as it used to be in the Western world, Europe, US, and all other places where they used to have snow. They don't have snow here, but it was chilling, really chilling. And when it comes to their hot season, summer season is absolutely very, very hot. It burns like hellfire. When I mean hot, you'll be feeling the heatness, or you'll be feeling the hotness of the heat. The house will be bringing it out. The wall will be so hot that you always have the AC on 24/7, because once you turn off the AC, within the next 10 minutes you're going to put it on again. But lucky enough, this year it has been different. Maybe we've not gotten to that extent where we used to have 40 something temperature degrees. It's currently 40, but it's not that burning like it used to. So I never knew about this before coming. Secondly, I never knew that as a housewife I cannot be working. Though when I went to Abuja to verify my document, I'm a graduate. In fact, I have all the qualifications you could think of. So when I went to Abuja to do some verifications and the medical checkups and all that, because that's the only place you can do checkup in Nigeria if you're coming into this country, where you can go for your meningitis is in Abuja. They take meningitis vaccine just to tell you how hot the weather here is, because it can even squeeze your neck to the other side, just like in the northern part of Nigeria. So when I went there to try to verify my certificate, my husband was like, no point, that I wouldn't get a job here. I didn't take him serious. I said, okay, let me just let it all. So when I arrived into this country, we planned to stay for just 4 months. But as time goes on, we continued staying here. I was like, I'm going to get a job. It wasn't possible for me as a housewife. There was nothing I could do here. When you are in the Western world, even if you're not officially working, you can do some hustling, some underground job. You can even be teaching children at home. You can even be hustling, as in sending some items from this very country or from the US, UK to Nigeria. It's not like that here, because I tried it and it failed in a way. So it was so difficult for me. Now, dressing was one of the things I also found ridiculous in this part of the world. I was told by my husband that they wear long gown, and I got quite some from Nigeria. Funny enough, I had this kind of harassment, should I call that? Yeah, harassment in the city of Taif. Yeah, a different city, a city that is 2 hours away from where I am currently staying. First time there, I was dressed properly to my own understanding. My gown was flowing and all that. I will put up the photo here. And a lady just walked up to me. She was just blabbing, just telling me that I wasn't dressed well. That was what I understood by her expression. And one of the girls also came to me and said, don't mind her, you are beautifully dressed. So that was a shock to me. I was like, probably because I'm wearing a colored material. I never knew that black is something, should I say, is compulsory. Though some people say you can wear different colors. But when you arrive a place where everybody is wearing black all through, you shouldn't be the odd person. Don't let yourself to be easily noticed by the people. So after that day, we came back, we went to the shop here. My husband got me the abayao, the national uniform. That's what I wear each time I'm going out. So I never knew. In fact, I've had that one clothes anytime I'm going out. Funny enough, when you go in the shops here, you see the beautiful gowns and all them beautiful dresses for ladies. I used to wonder where they wear all that too. you know, because another thing I didn't know was this, that men and women do not party together. They have separate parties for their women. And I wonder how they conduct their marriages here. You know, they live a communal life, just like in the Hausa tradition in Nigeria. But the Hausas, they have more social life, more liberal lifestyle compared to the people of Arab, if you ask me. Yes, because I attended a party here that was as early as January 2019, organized by the nurses in the hospital here. I was told that men are not allowed. Funny enough, my son was the only man present at the party. He was just 3+ then. Yeah, they were just looking at him somehow and saying, hey, my 3-year-old boy, you know. And another thing is this, you are not allowed to take photo shots with them without taking their permission. Meanwhile, they will snap with you, but if you want to use your camera to snap them, they will say no, they don't want. I remember trying to, you know, use my camera to capture a photograph of my husband's colleague, a doctor. She was like, no, because she doesn't want my husband to see her face. Meanwhile, she's even from Sudan, not even from this Arab world, you know. So you can imagine working with somebody for years and you've not seen the person's face. This is a culture here, you know. It's a culture of the Arab, and though I don't think covering face is totally compulsory. We will talk about that on my subject. Okay, another is this: queuing in public places like at the bank, the public offices. A man and a woman are not allowed to be on the same single file. Yes, men, they have their own queue separate. Women, they have their own queue separate, you know. So when entering into an office like the embassies and blah blah blah, you don't pass through the same door with a woman. You don't walk into a bank through the same door with a woman as a man. So these are the things I did not even know before arriving into this country. My husband did not remember to talk to me about all these things until I started experiencing them myself. Yes, I experienced that at the bank. Again, another point, you are not allowed to eat in the same place where a family person is eating. You know, families, they have their eating sections separate. That's at the eateries, and a single person has his or her own eating section separately from the family people. You know, if you have a family, you will cover very well. In fact, people are not allowed to see your wife's mouth now eating. This is culture. They cover now, you know, so you cover proper. In fact, we were warned one day. We were sitting at the position of the single people. They came to warn us. Yes, one of the waiters came to tell us to move to the family side. We had to move to avoid breaching their established laws here, because they say we were going to pay fine if we don't move. Yeah, another point is this: you don't greet everybody you see on the road. Yes, you don't greet or start chatting with a man on the road. Okay, there's this filling station next to my house where I usually shop, you know, at the front of a shop where I go for shopping. There's this old man there, you know, the fuel attendant. Each time I go there, he will keep looking at me, as if he would want to fall inside of me. You know, when someone stares at you in that manner, what do? It's to greet the person, and he's an elderly man. So each time I greet this man, he wouldn't respond. I had to ask my husband. He said, keep on greeting. One day you find yourself in trouble. You don't talk to men here. In fact, he keeps warning me all the time. I said, sorry, sir. You know, so I didn't know about that. And while shopping in the shop, in the shopping malls, you are coming through this rail, and the man sees you. The man will take the other. In fact, the man cannot walk on the same rail. I don't know how to. Is it rail or I with you in the shop? You know, he would just avoid you like serpent. I don't know. Me, I have learned to start avoiding them too. If I see a man coming, me too. I don't want anybody to touch me, you know, because it's also haram. Yeah, for a man to touch me, that is not my husband, you know. So that's another thing they don't do here. Yes, you don't walk on the same aisle with a man. Now, yeah, another one is this: I never knew that I would be living like a prisoner, just like I said at the intro. You know, I don't know. I've never been to a place where you don't have a social life, social interaction. You know, everything revolves around this house. Because when I go outside, when I feel tired of staying here, you go out there. In fact, I think inside is preferred than going outside, because outside is 100% lonely. Check out some videos I've made. You will see how the outside is. You go to the parks here, you won't even meet anybody. In fact, I tagged one of their parks, Ghost Park. because I don't usually meet no one when I go there. No social life, no parties, no school runs, no church, man, no gatherings. I don't know how they survive here. Recreational center, I think the only recreational centers they have is to go to the hospital or window shop. You go window shopping if you like, simply because healthcare treatment is free here, so they like going in there to complain all the time. They are lucky to have that kind of free access to healthcare treatments here. So another one is this: I never knew that there are cats and dogs roaming around the streets, especially cats. Cats are everywhere here. So in my country, we used to cast and bind whenever we see cats roaming around the streets. But the reverse is the case here. You see them walking on the same track with you. It's really funny, you know. I've also seen dogs, but not like I've seen cats. It's strange to me. I never knew that. Because in my country, people that even have cats or owns dogs, they keep them in their houses, isn't it? They don't roam on the street, but yeah, they are free. You don't know the one that has rabies. But I'm glad that they don't bite. They are friendly cats. Should I say friendly dogs? And get off, you're friendly. I don't go close to them, honestly speaking. I don't want to take that chances. So these are the things I didn't know that I would be experiencing in this part of the world. When I arrived here, you can't even walk on the street alone without, as a woman, while walking on the street, you need to go in company of another lady or one or two other women walking alongside you. You can't just walk on the street alone as a woman. Though that's really great, you know, it's a kind of security measure. Yeah, that is not common that is not common in our country. But meanwhile, our country now is crowded now. You see people around. So it's different. Anybody can walk alone, feel safe. Yes. Another thing is this: public transportation. They don't have public transport in this region where I am. They have in their bigger cities, but here, keke na peke, tricycle, okada, name all of them, buses. All they have is private vehicles for their families. You know, that's just what they have here. Yes, thank God we have one India that takes us around. To travel from here to city of Taif, we pay about 50,000 naira or more. Is it 50,000? Sorry, 25,000 naira or more. And going to Jeddah is 50,000. Yes, 50,000 Nigerian naira is even more when you convert it to our currency right now. So you see how hard it is. Because most foreigners here, we don't drive now because we're staying for a short while. Yeah. So these are the things I never knew before coming here. Yes, I never knew that I would be able to spend getting to 3 years in prison. Did I say prison? Yes. It's a kind of prison. House arrest. That's what I call it. I never knew that I could do it. But here I am today. So thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, and hit the subscribe red button so that you will always be notified each time I upload a video. Thank you for stopping by. Bye bye.